my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
White 80.
Mark 54. Squeeze, double.
SOS. Alert. SOS.
Check.
Double.
Lucky.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Wide, get wide. Hatchet.
Now Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Focus.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Ready?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Check, check.
Snickers, got spin.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Mike. 380. 55. Mike. We ain't giving up nothing to Jab. Slip.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
I'm here all day. I'm here.
Now it's Carson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 92 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Throwing on second down, Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Check 43.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Third and 2, now Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Check. Walk 54. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On second down, it's Carson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it third down.
2 yards. And it's third down.
Hey, 315. 54. Right, 54. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Tighten up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
And the Seahawks first down.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Wilson steps away to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jennings. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Good job right there, good job right there. Kill. Alert.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check, cross. One left. Watch the ship. Put it to check, cover.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down now, it's Carson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. On third down, Carson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Switch.
Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Easy. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Conner. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Middle.
Mike 56. I'm going to come back to you.
You good? You go tight. You got relax.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check 9, check 9. Alert, alert.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offense...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Check 3, check 3. Hang out, hang out. Fan.
Throwing is Wilson. Forced out to his left. Got some room at the 30, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Carson. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down, Seahawks.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Carson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Steelers 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be caught. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Coming this way, here we go,
Snickers, got to spin.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Power. 14.
Check it out, Reed.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
25.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson, he'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Check. All goes special. All goes special. Do it.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They run again with Carson. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. On 3rd down, Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point now coming from Myers. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got it.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. First target, first catch, and a first down. Roethlisberger now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Kill. He's coming.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To throw again is Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
I'm coming. Oh, these two. Check 52. Shit.
Roethlisberger will throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. The 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Black 20. Show that bench release and go.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Easy, easy.
56.
Ben to throw again. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Check, check.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They're all through up in Detroit. The Lions have scored again, widening their lead even further. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point now by Boswell. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Makes the score Seahawks 56, Steelers 17.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Hey,